What is the VA disability 5-year rule? What kind of protections does it offer, if any? Pro tip, they're not much, but there's some. And what should I expect after I've had my rating for 5 years? Let's say you've had your rating for about 4.5 years, little over 4 years. Boom, all of a sudden you get a reevaluation. What's that all about? You were so close to the 5-year rule. If the 5-year rule is worthless, why are they going after me prior to the 5-year rule? It is worthless, but it offers a little bit of protection. Prior to 5 years, they could just come and reduce. So that's what's happening. If they're coming at you just before the 5-year mark, 4 years and 360 days, they're trying to get a reduction before the 5-year rule kicks in. So what is the 5-year rule? Here's the VA's 5-year rule in a nutshell. A veteran's rating cannot be reduced based on one single C&P exam or one single records review exam, an ACE exam, based on improvement. So if they see some improvement, they can't reduce you just based on one C&P exam. They'll just order up another one and get you on the second exam from a crooked C&P examiner, which is why the 5-year rule is worthless. But that's basically the rule. So they need more than just one records review or one C&P exam. There are ways to protect yourself along the way. I'm about 3 years into the 20-year rule myself. And if you want to learn more about, how to protect your rating, check out my bootcamp at combatcraig.com. Links in the description. You protect yourself with positive medical evidence to support that you have a disability. So this means going to a private doctor or a VA doctor. And you need to make sure that you follow up on VA doctors' notes because they're notorious for lowballing, not following the law, not following the rules, right? C&P exam doctors, they don't do that either. So you need to be proactive and make sure that you go in and you talk about your symptoms. Make sure they say, oh yeah, veteran feels fine. And be careful what you say to all VA doctors because if they go after you with a records review, that means they think they can get a reduction just on the records review alone. It's not your private records at all, because your private records probably haven't been submitted. They're just going on what you've been saying to your VA doctors. So make sure you're on point and watch what you say to VA doctors. How could you be having a good day, right? You're at a doctor's office. There's a million other things you could be doing that are actually, put you in a mood where you could have a good day. The doctor's office isn't the spot. So let's say you're over the 5-year mark and you're protected by the 5-year rule. Now, how are they going to reduce you? They need more than one C&P exam and or more than one records review. Well, they're going to send you to a second C&P exam. And they're going to probably send you to the same crooked examiner they sent you to the first time. And back to back, boom. Now your 5-year rule is gone. They can reduce you because they have 2 C&P exams to do it with. Do they actively do this? Yes. Here's an example of the VA OIG catching VA employees violating every single one of the rules. The 55-year-old rule, the P&T rule, the 5-year rule, the 10-year rule, the 20-year rule. They tried to violate it, but that's the only one that's locked in. Other than fraud, if you have the same rating for 20 years, you're protected. That's the rule I go for. And I'm in the same boat as you, right? I'm only 3 years into my, I have 17 more years left. So I play by the same rules. I go to a private doctor to protect myself. I go to VA doctors as little as possible, and I say next to nothing to them. So that's my strategy. And it's weird, right? Because the Veterans Health Administration is supposed to be taking care of you. So you're supposed to be open and telling them about everything. But once you know that everything you're telling them can and will be used against you on the Veterans Benefits Administration side of the house, it sucks. This isn't about what's fair. This is about business, right? I know you have disabilities. I have disabilities. The Veterans Benefits Administration pays money, and it's about money. Why are they reducing people? Because it's about money. They don't want to pay money. If you need to appeal your VA claim, check out Hill and Ponton at hillandponton.com. See if they can help you out. Also, if you're at Camp Lejeune between 53 and 87, you may be eligible for additional benefits. Links for both of those are in the description. Don't forget to sign up for my bootcamp if you want to learn more about my process, which is the VA claims process. You're going to need medical evidence to win your VA claim. If you're missing a diagnosis, severity of your symptoms, or a nexus, and your doctor won't do it for you, send an email to Second Strata and see if they can help you with your missing medical evidence.